any kind of control in that first half.
No, they didn't. Ohio has been able to run the ball, but they haven't been able to throw it. Bowling Green has been able to throw it, but they're not able to run it. Both teams are not doing well on third down, but they are doing well in the red zone. So this is a pretty even ball game, and we'll see who'll pull it out in the second half.
Well, let's see who's toughest on the turf, and that's presented by Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, and it's all about Matt McDonald. He took his hits early in this game. Ohio's defense was getting after him, but they're locating his guy Chrome in the zone with the seam ball. And here, the dime on the sideline to Austin Osborne, and then finishing it off with the touchdown again to Austin Osborne in the red zone.
First half stats. You can see Bowling Green more on the first downs. That first drive of the game for Bowling Green, they methodically moved the ball down the field, only got a field goal, and Ohio has capitalized off of that to even it.
Yeah, and Curtis Warwick, he's been a surprise. 69 yards rushing, the 45-yarder that we saw on the sideline in the quarterback option. Look for them to continue to keep it on the ground, and we haven't seen Armani Rogers since the touchdown early in the game.
I feel the struggle. I'm trying to decide whether to wear a scarf or wear a coat, gloves, hoodies, blankets, anything that you could get to keep yourself warm. Temperature low 30s here in Bowling Green. Mason Lawler kicking off, and it is returned at the 25. A cross throw to Philip Cole. Cole on the return after the lateral and gets up to the 39. So if that was indeed a backwards pass, a creative kick return for Ohio.
And looking like a very risky play to me. You never want to throw the ball across field as you're getting tackled, but it almost worked. But Bowling Green special teams was locked in, not giving up the big play.
Will Kaczmarek was the one who made the throw. Getting it to Cole. Had a good return. And up to the 39. Creative way to begin the half for Ohio. Won the toss and deferred. So this their first possession, half number 2. Curtis Rourke, the redshirt sophomore, grew up in Canada. On the option, keeps it himself. He had a big 45-yard run in the first half that set up Ohio for a touchdown. That time he gets only a couple, 2nd and 8.
And they've had a lot of success with that, being able to test the edge of the defense. There, Bowling Green's defense set the edge. They were gap sound, physical, and able not to give up the big play. First half, Curtis Warwick down here to the bottom of the screen was able to break out, and you know that it have to be something that they talked about at half.
We haven't seen Armani Rogers in a while, especially most of that second quarter. The second quarterback for Ohio, who's considered the running threat. On 2nd and 8, it's Tuggle in the flat. Tuggle gets dragged down by Devin Taylor, who held on for a ride by the ankles of Tuggle. 3rd down coming up for Ohio.
And that's what you want to see from your corners. Yeah, the back catches the ball in the flat. They're expecting, Tuggle to run over you or run around you. Just get an ankle. Go down, bite the ankles, get him on the ground. Great open field tackle from Devin Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor's one of those players who will have a choice of the draft all-star games that he wants to play in. He's a senior from Lansing. Generates the attention of a lot of scouts. On 3rd and 6, Rourke pats the ball, tucks and runs, needs midfield, tackled shy of it. Demetrius Hardiman, the former walk-on, and also Ali Saad for Bowling Green, and it's 4th down.
And that's a good job from Demetrius Hardiman getting to the ball carrier. And we talked to Chris, their defensive coordinator. He talked about he was just an afterthought, and you see it there. Just good coverage, and I think that the route combination actually helped the coverage on there. If the outside guy, Odom, goes to the middle of the field on the post, there's no defenders there.
You mentioned Hardiman being kind of the afterthought. He wasn't expected to contribute much this year. In fact, even his own staff wondered whether he was an FBS player. Jalen Embry on the punt return. Escapes through a couple, could not the 3rd and 4th, and he's brought down at the 10.
He took a big hit down there. Luckily able to hold on to the football.
Jalen Embry trying to provide Bowling Green with a spark. But the defense does its job after Ohio. Creative kick return, set him up near the 40. The defense for the Falcons, a strong stand. Matt McDonald His turn. First drive of the second half for Bowling Green, a team that only averages 21 per game, right on schedule with 10 points in the first half. Off to Nick Mosley. Mosley, Sutter steps ahead past the 15.
That's a good job just finding a hole, getting positive yards on first down, getting out of the shadow of your own goalpost. Another thing that I'm looking for to Matt McDonald in the second half is all season long he's been utilizing his legs, getting rushing yards, throwing the football. I would like to see him move around in the pocket and take some shots downfield after maneuvering around.
On 2nd and 5, Mosley's 10th handoff. 15 to the 16, not much other than that. It'll bring up third down, medium distance after Kai Caesar on the Ohio tackle.
And these are the plays that you have to have as an offense. Bowling Green and Scott Leffler, he talked about it. Yeah, we've had some success in the last few games of being able to run the ball, but we need to play complementary within the offense and pick up these first downs, and they're going to put it in the hands of Matt McDonald.
454 yards combined the last 2 weeks heading into this game. Only 7 last week against Miami of Ohio. 17 Toledo. 3rd and 4. Last time. Looking for an option. Floats. Keith. Catch. First down. Bowling Green. That's the 25 to the 27, and that's on McDonald for keeping the play alive and finding Teron Keith.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about with Matt McDonald. When the play isn't there, they went to crossing routes right there. Ohio's defense was keyed in. Now, okay, pull the ball down, utilize your legs, scramble around, and allow your guys to get open for you. Good job. That's what I was talking about going into this series, and this is how he can affect the defense, maneuvering around, throwing the football in the run.
Big first down for Bowling Green. McDonald hit as he throws. Finds Christian Sims, who helps out the quarterback that time, going behind him to make the catch. But still not much of a gain. In fact, a loss on first down.
Yeah, going back to the boot, and the defender was able to pull up the quarterback, and you see Sims just reaching back to grab that one-hand ball. But that's a good job from the defense, not playing the run and stopping McDonald, and he took a hit on that one. You know, hopefully he's okay. He's up and ready to play. He's been taking hits all day.
Fifth-year player Will Evans from Augusta, Georgia, was the one to make contact with McDonald.
Game is stopped. Take number 3 out for a minimum of 1 play. It's a medical observation.
So Tim O'Day says Matt McDonald has to come out. Again, he was hit hard and up towards the head area, so he'll have to come out for a play just to be evaluated. And that brings in Tucker Melton, who's a redshirt freshman from Phoenix City, Alabama. And he's played in 3 games this year. Terry Malone said that anytime that Tucker Melton can get in, it's sort of money in the bank for the future. Nick Mosley's the running back on 2nd and 11.
Yeah, but only 10 attempts throwing and 1 interception. You know they're running it.
You called it. Mosley zigzags up the middle. Tries to push the pile to the 30-yard line. Roman Perotti first to make contact for Ohio. It brings up 3rd down, and McDonald comes back.
And this is going to be another down and distance where McDonald, if the initial route isn't there, can utilize moving around in the pocket. And there's been times this season where he's just not going east and west. He's going north and south, meaning that when the lanes on the interior of the defensive line open up, he's going forward and still throwing the ball. Let's see if he can do that here.
Love that Tucker Melton smile, like he found a great discount on Black Friday. 3rd and long.
Wheel route.
McDonald finds the wheel route for Jalen Embry, and Embry catches and has the first down for Bowling Green. So another 3rd down conversion for the Falcons.
And Embry is the speed guy from Florida. They are getting him on the sideline. Sometimes as a defender, when you're supposed to have the wheel route, you can peek back at the quarterback. Alford looks back and gives up the big play. That's a bad play from the defense on 3rd down. You want to stay with that wheel route up the sideline.
So a wheel route, 2nd time in this game that Bowling Green gets a big play from that play design. So the numbers on McDonald. 1st down, McDonald launching deep. Broden the option, but it's incomplete. A flag down late. John Gregory right there in coverage for Ohio. A deep ball that was floated and perhaps interference on the redshirt junior.
Pass interference. Defense number 13. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
John Gregory, he panicked with the ball in the air. And if McDonald puts this ball out there, it's probably a touchdown. And sometimes that's where an underthrown ball can help. And you see Matt McDonald, he knew it all the way. He's saying, hey, give us that flag, because the defensive back panicked in that situation. You have to slow down as a DB, play through the eyes and the hands of the wide receiver.
McDonald calling for that. Moves the ball up inside the 30. On first down. Hand off to Johnson. Utilized like a receiver at times. That time a traditional running back, but gets blown up by Cannon Blauser.
And that all started from Will Evans in the penetration. You'll see it from the bottom of the screen. Anticipating the ball snap, getting off and allowing Blauser and these linebackers to flow downhill and make plays. The defensive line has really been getting off on the ball today.
Well, Nick Mosley takes his turn at running back. 8th play of the drive upcoming. Second and 11. Nick Mosley off tackle. Can't go anywhere. Houston becomes a problem for Bowling Green. Bryce Houston, a redshirt junior, Lewis Center, Ohio.
And we knew that these two guys, Blauser and Houston, would be all around the ball today. And there is no false steps. He see the ball, get the ball, playing downhill. That's what you want to see from your linebackers. No hesitation, and then arriving and being physical at the point of attack.
Came in 6 tackles shy of 100 on the year. Blauser's teammate, you mentioned, 77 tackles. 3rd and 11 for McDonald. Flat patterns nearly picked behind Osborne, and Jack McCrory was behind that and almost had the interception.
Yeah, Jack McCrory almost had it. That's the tip ball drill. And I think that's a little indecision and miscommunication between Osborne and McDonald. When they're playing zone coverage, spot dropping, Osborne is supposed to sit in between the defenders, not continue to run. That's why the ball was thrown behind him and nearly picked off.
So Nate Needham, the field goal unit for Bowling Green, is on. It's 4th and 11 with the ball at the 30, which makes this
redemption
from 48
time.
yards. He missed earlier on in this game, his first miss of the year, and it looks like a pooch kick. I mean, it's a pooch. That bounces near the goal line and runs into the end zone.
And probably should have kicked the field goal, because there's only a 10-yard differential there between the pooch and the field goal.
Now, as long as 52, he was struggling a bit from distance in warm-ups in this game. So instead of kicking a field goal, it's a punt for Nate Needham here in Bowling Green.
On a Suspicious Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Howdy, Logan. Wonder if you can help me out with something.
Sure, Sheriff.
Looking for a couple of goalposts. Went missing after the big win last night.
What? That's awful. Who would steal a goalpost?
Say, that is a nice new swing set you got there.
Oh, this old thing. Well, makes the boy happy, I guess.
Interesting design.
Oh, yeah, it's Scandinavian. You know what? You should check the streakers across the street. They have a very suspicious new antenna.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime, Sheriff.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
Don't wait to put an end to junk sleep. Shop Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale and save up to $500 when you get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase. Unjunk your sleep, only at Mattress Firm.
Oh, yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what to do. I'm going to castnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
This flag isn't backwards.
It's facing this way because it's moving forward. Just like the men and women who wear it on their uniforms and the country it represents. They're all only meant to move one direction, which is why we fly it this way, on the flanks of the all-new Grand Wagoneer, moving boldly and unstoppably forward.
Tonight at 7 Eastern, CBS Sports Network heads to Florida for tournament hoops play. At the Emerald Coast Classic, tip-off begins with the LSU Tigers squaring off against Penn State, followed by Oregon State battling Wake Forest at 9:30 right here on CBS Sports Network. Darius Days gets buckets for days. I remember when Skylar Mays was at LSU, so it all rhymes. 54% from three-point range. That's what it's all about. Ohio with the football after the punt into the end zone on the fake field goal punt, the pooch kick by Needham. And Jake Netherton at first run of the game's a good one. Past the 30, first down yardage and a pickup of 13. Devin Taylor trips him, but it's a first down for Ohio.
And Netherton, he's a north and south back. You see a Dabney coming off the sideline. He's supposed to play the back there, little crease up inside, and you have Nafney run down on your defensive backs.
Netherton, a redshirt senior, getting some run in the second half. Did not have a first half carry. Still in the backfield. Rourke on a 1st and 10. Netherton once more. Light up the middle the first time. Not as much room the second time. Brock Horn, known for that mullet. He also has an old school truck that he rolls up to games with.
Yeah, a monster truck.
A monster
they talk
truck.
about his monster truck, and they talk about him and Blauer being two peas in a pod. Guys that, are always together, eat, sleep, and drink football. And you've seen a lot of those guys today.
And watch motocross videos.
Yeah. Looking for the defensive back blitzing down here at the bottom of the screen.
From the 35, Rourke looks left, tosses middle. Tyler Walton dives, pass incomplete. Could not bring it in. Trent Sims on coverage.
And that's one of those things where Bowling Green tried to heat him up. From the right of the screen here, you see a 53 come off, pick up the blitz, and the route is open. That's called a hot route. Throwing it right where the blitz comes from, a little bit inside and low. With Tyler Walton, he would normally make that play.
Just out of his reach. He leads the team in receiving yards. Step for step with Cameron Odom in that category. 3rd down and 7. Only 1 for 7 on 3rd downs. Rourke. Pocket collapses, steps up. His throw is low. Cameron Odom by midfield could not pick it up. Deshaun Jones Jr., who has an interception already in this game, he was in coverage.
And that is just really good coverage from Bowling Green secondary all around. You see guys getting hands on receivers, staying on the top, not grabbing, and being where they're supposed to be. It starts with communication. Then you have to be where you're supposed to be in execution, getting off the field on 3rd down.
Jonah Weiland is into punt. And Jalen Embry's the returner. He drops the ball, can't get the punt off, and he is brought down. J.B. Brown brings down the punter Weiland, who just dropped it. It's cold, and you wonder how cold temperatures can affect a player without gloves.
Yeah, the pigskin gets a little cold and a little slippery, and that's a huge mistake from Ohio's special team. You cannot fumble the snap in your own end.
It's the most joyous time of the year.
Especially at T-Mobile. Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers.
Like me.
Back to you.
Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. This week only at T-Mobile.
Here's to the spatially challenged, the nearsighted and the far. Here's to the sense of directionless. to the dingers, denters, and that should buff right outers. At Good to Go, we see you and know that accidents happen. Good to Go is here to give you auto insurance when others won't. For as little as $20 down and low monthly payments, Good to Go makes it easy to get approved, insured, and back on the road fast. Get the coverage you need, instant proof of insurance, and be on your way. Just promise you won't drive too fast. When others say no, we say you're good to go. Visit goodtogo.com.
When you know it's time to get back in shape, Total Gym makes it easy to take the first step, then the second, and the third. It works your entire body with over 80 different exercises. Using your body weight as resistance, it delivers cardio and strength training in every workout. Total Gym won't just change how you feel, it'll change your future. Total Gym is ready to ship. Get yours today. Go to TotalGymDirect.com for special offers.
At Finger Hut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Finger Hut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Finger Hut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at fingerhut.com.
Finger Hut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC.
A frustrated Jonah Weiland, the punter for Ohio, dropped the snap on the punt and couldn't get it off. And we're tied in Bowling Green. Great field position as we take a look at our QB comparison brought to you by Sonic. As McDonald better numbers and has another chance here with the 25th snap of the game in opposing territory for Bowling Green. It is he throws. Keith, the receiver, tried to basket catch it. It was a dangerous pass with Plowser coming in.
That was a very dangerous pass, and you saw Jack McCrory sitting over there waiting for the interception. That's a play where I thought that they should have took a shot in the end zone. Usually teams, after you fumble a snap or you turn the ball over, they want to attack you with the sudden change, and he took a shot from Blower there, and that hit you don't like to see when that helmet bounces off the turf.
McDonald had to leave the game for a play from the booth on the last drive because of a hard hit being examined. Came back in the following snap. Second down run, Teron Keith goes nowhere. Bryce Houston, we call him and Cannon Plowser nearly every tackle for Ohio. And all of a sudden, it's third down. The Ohio defense put up against it here with snap number 28 upcoming in opposing territory, but they have held up strong.
They have held up very strong, and it all starts with the defensive line and the linebackers being able to run, flow over the top, make open field tackles, and you put yourself in a favorable situation here. 3rd and 10. Look like they're going to bring the pressure here up the middle.
Plowser and Houston pinching. Linebackers for Ohio.
The shallow crossers from Bowling Green's offense.
Play clock at 2. They do get it off. McDonald looks left, middle. You called the crossing pattern. Austin Osborne catches it at the 25. He's still a good 7 yards shy of the first down.
And that's one of the staples in their offense. You see 4-by-1 when they move the running back. That told me they were going to run crossers. They're trying to set it up for Osborne to catch the ball coming out of the back, out of the X position, and all 4 of the other skill position guys to the front side getting blocks. Hopefully can spring him and get some yards after the catch on that type of play.
Well, couldn't because of the excellent tackle by Drake. And it brings up a field goal attempt for Nate Needham. 43-yard attempt for a kicker who missed his first kick all year in the first half. From the left hash, Needham puts it in. Nate Needham bounces back from his first miss and nails a 43-yarder. So it all started with a punt not handled by Ohio.
Yeah, and this is not what you want. And you see it. You turn it over in your own area, and you give up points. Bowling Green turning mistakes into points.
Okay, Cooper, wake up.
Ooh, we're almost ready. It's time. Watch out for Hank.
Downstairs, guys. Let's go.
Happy holidays. from Chewy.
Of all the things that made Scrooge pout, he most disliked running and striding about. Until he discovered the Peloton tread. Sprinting and lifting sweat dripped from his head. His legs sang out like a Christmas choir. This grunt was hashtag on fire. Now Scrooge ran the holidays, no doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
The more we do with our phones, the more network quality and reliability matter. And only Verizon has been the most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. That means the best experience with calls, texts, and data usage of any major carrier, according to customers. There's only one best network. The only one ranked #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. We are building 5G right.
Butter pecan, buttercream, butternut squash, butter garlic. Better not come in here with that noise. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger. Baseball, butter, 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 butter. Sweet butter.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. By Acura. Precision crafted performance. And by the Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Burger. For a limited time, only at Sonic.
5 different MAC champions the last 5 seasons. Ball State, the defending champs. Old teams typically get it done in the MAC. That's why you have the cycle. Let's go back and forth. Philip Cole returning this one for Ohio. Past the 25 to the 27. So some news and notes on the MAC. The one that stands out to me, 8 bowl-eligible teams, and it could be 9 if Ball State wins tomorrow. So nothing says balance and parity in a conference like that many teams becoming bowl-eligible. Northern Illinois has won the West. It's still a battle to see who will win the East, with Kent State taking on Miami of Ohio, to see who will go on to the championship game to face Northern Illinois. Curtis Rourke, who only has 14 passing yards. We're late in the third quarter. Flea flicker. Rourke examining, floats it, incompletes. Isaiah Cox by midfield. He's pointing at the defensive back, Jordan Anderson. There's no flags down.
And this is how you know when your secondary is locked in. It's very difficult when you get a flea flicker. You get guys who eyes are on the ball and they want to enter the running game to stay with their receivers. There, you had 2 guys on Isaiah Cox. You had 1 defender on the deep ball. There was nowhere for McDonald to really go with the ball.
So the defense, again, up to the task. These defenses have been put in difficult spots really all season long with some struggling offenses. They've come to play in this game. 2nd and 10. Rourke hands, Tuggle. Tracked down in the backfield. Darren Anders. That guy's a machine. Leading the MAC in tackles. Close to 120. He has 119 on the year.
And you can add another tackle for loss there. And right there, Anders is really not even supposed to go in that gap. He's supposed to flow over the top. And they tell you, if you take a backside gap, you better make sure you make the play. And he made it on that one.
3rd and 13. Ohio with only 13 yards in the quarter. Rourke escapes 1 sack. Hit as he throws, the ball's out. Rourke falls back on it at the 15. Carl Brooks was the first there. Anthony Hawkins helping as well. Jonah Whiteland coming back in the punt. It's 4th down.
And that's complimentary defensive line play. You have Will Evans going up the field, making the quarterback step up into the middle of the defense, into Brooks. And as we said earlier, Brooks is going to be all conference, and that's what you want from your defenders. Not just to get the sack, but to swipe the football out and potentially cause a turnover. Great job from the defensive line.
Remember, on the last punt, Weiland just dropped the snap and was tackled down in the backfield. Jalen Embry's the returner. This time a clean catch. Gets it off, barely. Embry, 40-yard line on the return. Cuts it up middle, and he's close to midfield. So it continues the field position win for Bowling Green as they're just on the doorstep from being in Ohio territory. 13-10, Bowling Green leads at home.
On a spooky Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Sheriff, come quick! Rico's about to enter the transfer portal.
Rico, you don't need to transfer.
Have you seen the latest depth chart? I'd be lucky to play it down this year.
But you're only a sophomore. There's still time.
Rico's time is now! You know, never really saw much upside with Rico.
Hey, anybody need a punter?
We're good.
Oh, brought Dr. Pepper.
Welcome to state!
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They're laser cut for comfort to gently straighten teeth under a doctor's direction. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. So choose comfortable. Choose fast. Choose affordable. Choose Smile. See how much insurance will cover at SmileDirectClub.com.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits.
Doing whatever you can to stay warm in Bowling Green. Temperatures in the lower 30s with Bowling Green in front. But Matt McDonald, Conte's been hit quite a bunch. You could say the Thanksgiving stuffing hit out of him.
Yeah, and they've been putting him on his back early and often. But the true depiction of a leader is how many times do you get up? You're 3-8. There's really pretty much nothing to play for, and you're still out there fighting for your team. That's the true definition of leadership.
He was sacked 8 times last week in the loss against Miami, Ohio. Back for more. He's been banged up, coach is saying, just like everybody else. The season wear and tear. Shy of midfield on first down. Christian Sims, the tight end, makes the catch, a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage. Second catch of the half for Sims, who was kept off the board in the first half.
Ohio likes to play a lot of zone coverage, cover 3, where you have 4 guys evenly dispersed underneath, and that's a 5-yard breakout. We call that a stick route. McDonald, decisive in throwing the football there. Sims catching it.
Only 51 combined yards in the half. Only 4 of them from Ohio. Second down and 6. Keith handoff to Ron Keith. Gets a couple, but it's still third down coming up for Bowling Green, who's 33% on third downs this year.
Yeah, Teron Keith right there on that carry. He gets the ball in a number of different ways. I like to utilize him a lot of times to the edge and that wide receiver even more. And this is a huge down right here. 3rd and 3 again. You're expecting man coverage from Ohio's defense. And what we've seen from Bowling Green is they like a lot of crossing routes when you go to man coverage.
3 receivers to the right on 3rd and 3. True 33% on third downs even in this game. Matt McDonald steps up, unleashes. Kevon Kroom to the corner, to the sideline, and a first down for Bowling Green.
Oh, Mr. Reliable. What did the offensive coordinator say? They told us when we need a play, when we need a third down catch, we know to go to Kroom. There, he was able to show that he was going to run the shallow cross route, pivot to the sideline, catch the defender off guard, and attack him to his leverage. First down, Bowling Green.
Good catch from the senior from Sandusky, Ohio. Still has another year of eligibility for this young Bowling Green team. Keith on first down wiggles his way through a couple of tackles between the hash marks past the 30 and dies up ahead to the 26. Bryce Houston pushes him down as the third quarter winds down. Could be one more play left in this frame.
And you can see the ability and the athletic ability of Teron Keith right there. It was 3 separate times he put that left foot in the ground and made 2 guys miss. Like to get to the outside, but he can run up in the middle as well.
On 2nd and 4, McDonald hit as he throws, gets rid of it, and Osborne catches it at the 20. All right, 2-handed catch in front of the belts for Austin Osborne. Bradley Weaver came in to pressure the quarterback, but McDonald got rid of it.
How tough is Matt McDonald? That's the 5th time we see him take a hard hit and able to deliver a strike with a defender in his face. I'm impressed with Matt McDonald's toughness.
That's the final play of the third quarter. Bowling Green driving with the lead. It's their first Friday game of the year. Hey, in the MAC, you got to play on every day of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're on Black Friday. Bowling Green by 3.
With FanDuel free games, make every performance worthy of an encore. Make every sideline throw an absolute dime. Make every defensive stop the start of a winning streak. Make every picture worth 1,000 words worth $1,000,000. With free-to-play contests on FanDuel, you can make every week a chance to win $1 million. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
You have 3 burgers. You sharing, you eating all 3.
No, I'm eating them all.
You wouldn't share your burger with me?
Not this burger. The burgers you make at your house? Yeah, we can share that. That's no problem. Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Burger.
What if I'm hungry?
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what to do. I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need. Tops, a pregame show that's top ranked,
top notch,
top tier.
That other pregame show, Sunday on CBS Sports Network.
Here's to hard workers, the holding down 2 jobbers, the making the paycheck stretchers. Here's to the bad to fair credit scores, and those bills were just a little bit laters. At Good to Go, we see you. We know you have the drive, you just can't afford to drive. Good to Go is here to give you auto insurance when others won't. For as little as $20 down and low monthly payments, Good to Go makes it easy to get approved, insured, and back on the road fast. Get the coverage you need, instant proof of insurance, and be on your way. We know you're going places. Let us help you get there. When others say no, we say you're good to go. Visit goodtogo.com.
When you know it's time to get back in shape, Total Gym makes it easy to take the first step, then the second, and the third. It works your entire body with over 80 different exercises. Using your body weight as resistance, it delivers cardio and strength training in every workout. Total Gym won't just change how you feel, it'll change your future. Total Gym is ready to ship. Get yours today. Go to TotalGymDirect.com for special offers.
At Finger Hut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Finger Hut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Finger Hut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at fingerhut.com.
Finger Hut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC.
So these teams met nearly a year ago to the day, and that was Demontre Tuggle just going nuts. 185 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. He was the engine of the Ohio offense and a dominant win as we get to today's difference makers, brought to you by Geico. And 8 for 42, not as much of a difference maker in this game. Meanwhile, Matt McDonald's been tough. The numbers not stay strong, but you've been impressed with his toughness.
I have been impressed with his toughness. You have to remember last year he threw 3 interceptions versus Ohio defense.
First down and 10. Austin Osborne to the sidelines. He's out of bounds, shy of the 10. Jack McCrory escorts him out of bounds, but Osborne has been one of the reliable targets. He and Kevon Kroom each over 60 yards receiving in this game. Only the third time all year. 2 targets over 60 yards receiving for Bowling Green. And for 72 yards for Osborne. 2nd down and 4. Out protection. Looks right. Comes back to the left. Christian Sims, stiff arm, but Alex Wolf holds on. Sims makes the catch, does have the first down, so it's 1st and goal for Bowling Green, looking for a 2-score lead.
Yeah, and that's one-on-one on the backside. There was a lot of room over there. I was expecting Christian Sims to make him miss or run him over. There's been multiple times where he caught the ball short this year and made a defender miss. Great open field tackle there from the safety.
I love what the offensive coordinator, Terry Malone, said about Christian Sims. He's the bell cow. He's that kind of tight end, but he's also a puppy.
And he also said he expects him to get bigger and stronger in the next 2 years and be a very physically imposing tight end.
Sims in motion. Fake it to him. Flip to Mosley. Wants the edge. Crawling to make the tackle. John Gregory, the corner, going low against Mosley, the freshman. And it brings up 2nd down and goal.
And that's a scary sight for a defensive back right there. One-on-one. You see the back coming at you. He has 3 options. He can shake you, run over, or run around you. And there, Gregory does a good job of going low and getting them on the ground.
Defensive coordinator Ron Collins says Gregory the most improved player on the defense. 2nd and goal, flip to Mosley. He slips just shy of the goal line and he doesn't get the touchdown. He's short. So 3rd and goal.
Great effort trying to extend across the goal line, but it looks to me that his knee, hand down. Oh, let's see. Ooh. No, maybe he might be in. That's great balance. Look, right hand down, left. Elbow just short, but that was a phenomenal effort for Mosley right there.
And you can see why, out of all the, what they say, competitive youth in the backfield with Stewart, we haven't seen Jason Patterson, who has been a bit banged up, but he's a freshman. Nick Mosley, true freshman. Teron Keith, a redshirt freshman. Jamal Jackson, he's also a freshman. You take a look at the replay, but it seemed like Nick Mosley was the point of emphasis because he could be that complete running back they're looking for.
Yes, and they want to give him more and more real live game reps because when you have 5 or 6 guys and they're splitting the reps, there's like fragmented coaching tape. Where you have one guy in there that's the bell cow, you can coach him up and make him the player that they want him to be moving into the future.
14 carries, 40 yards in this game. And that's one of the things you mentioned, like having that tape in the offseason. How valuable is it for a player to have a handful of plays on tape to look at during an offseason?
It's very valuable. You want to have runs where you're running.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. The runner was down short of the goal line. It will be 3rd down.
And as a running back, you want to have film where you're in pass protection, where you're running the ball in between the tackles, catching the ball out of the backfield, doing multiple things. And that teaching tape helps propel you forward in the offseason and next season. So they're going to get a lot of tape of Mosley today.
Huge play here. 3rd and goal. Touchdown puts Bowling Green up 2 possessions. Teron Keith, the running back. Play action. McDonald rolls out. A crossbody throw is incomplete. Christian Sims, the go-to guy, but Alex Wolf right next to him. 4th down and goal, and a decision time. It looks like Scott Leffler's keeping the offense on.
That was a great job from Alex Wolf because that's called a leak out. Number 1, number 2 goes to the flat. The 3rd guy is blocking. He just turns around on the goal line. And if you don't have defenders that are in tune with that, that's an easy touchdown. Here, 4th down, they're going to go for it. Pedal to the metal. I'm good with the decision. How about Osborne down here at the bottom? How about a slant to Osborne?
Mosley's the running back. Mosley gets it. Penetration in the backfield, and he is short. Bryce Houston, yes, sir, for Ohio on the big stop.
There's been multiple situations.
Bryce Houston on a big run stop. Ohio's defense about their linebackers. Bowling Green tested it on 4th down. Ohio says no.
At Chewy, we know the only thing that changes when bringing home a new pet is everything. And we're here with everything to help you on that journey. Whether it's finding the perfect bed for a new friend or giving them something personal to welcome them to the family, we can even help you find the perfect treat or food that makes you both smile. Chewy's got toys, treats, prescriptions, all the things you need to celebrate your new friend, delivered right to your door. Get great prices and fast free shipping. Visit Chewy.com today.
The Solo Stove Bonfire is the hottest new reason to get outside. With its signature 360 airflow design, firewood gets just the right amount of oxygen. And since it's easy to light, it gets going fast. It's America's favorite smokeless fire pit for a reason. Bonfire is made for when those good moments become lasting memories. Save $10 using promo code TV10 at solostove.com.
Scrooge got strong in his legs and his core.
Work Peloton!
And every day he discovered more. Scrooge is on a roll, you'd hear him shout. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
This Black Friday, Verizon is doing it better. A lot better. Because right now you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Just bring in your older damaged phone and we'll give you the phone everybody wants on America's most reliable network. On any unlimited plan. Better. And everyone gets up to $800 when they switch. Okay, everyone say better! Better! Black Friday better with Verizon. Because everyone deserves better.
Shop online, in-store, or call today.
Here comes that rainy day feeling again. And soon my tears, they will be falling like rain.
You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, brought to you by the Home Depot. Big fourth down stop for Ohio. Dante, what did you see?
And this is what we talk about. Getting off on the football, penetration, staying low. Alex Wolf to the front side of the play, stopping the back, and then you have Houston off the edge, coming tight with an angle. The angle is everything when you're blitzing off the edge, making a TFL in the backfield.
Ooh, early movement. Carl Brooks came in. Let's see if Ohio move first. Atkinson might have been the first one to move.
Offense, number 69. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
It's Ashley Parker Titsworth, the redshirt sophomore, Waxford, Pennsylvania. But it's not that much of a penalty when the ball is already at the 1 yard line.
And I tell you what, Chris, it's almost advantageous to Ohio's offense to try to draw the defense off sides there, knowing that you're only going to give up half a yard if you jump off on offense.
Armani Rogers is in at quarterback here. Speed option. Rogers, does he get out of the end zone? No!
Safety.
That's a safety. Carl Brooks, Blaine Spires, Darren Anders, they're all there. It takes a group to tackle the 6'5" running threat at quarterback. Bowling Green takes a 5-point lead.
And that's why being backed up is so dangerous. I don't like the play call there. I don't like quarterback option backed up in your own red zone. You have a 6'5" quarterback that's 220 pounds. If he's going to have the ball, you want to penetrate up the middle of the defense, not to the edge. And Armani Rogers here in Ohio, they try to attack the edges. He's not going to pitch it. Safety for Bowling Green's defense. Costly mistake.
The best thing to order is when you are sitting at soccer practice, order it through your phone while you're sitting there, and then you go and pick it up.
But you're much more of a planner than me.
I am.
And that's what I love about you.
Yes.
You know, I'm not that prepared. It's more seat of my pants.
Carl is saving big holiday shopping at Amazon. So now he's free to become Choir Master Carl.
One car accident. Everything just fell apart. My car insurance dropped me. I got a ticket for driving uninsured, so I couldn't drive to work. Now I'm behind on the rent. What's next?
Need car insurance? A bad driving record doesn't have to stop you. Get coverage for as little as $20 down with Good to Go auto insurance and proof of insurance on the spot. Visit goodtogo.com and get things back on track. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
Deep in credit card debt? Did you know Credit Associates can help you reduce that debt? First,
There's the total amount of credit card debt you owe. Whoa, we could reduce that by almost half. Those decades you'll be in debt, we reduce that down to as little as 24 to 36 months. Lastly, how about the stress from being in debt? We can help reduce that too. Visit creditassociates.com for free information on how we can reduce your debt and save you thousands.
When you know it's time to get back in shape, Total Gym makes it easy to take the first step, then the second, and the third. It works your entire body with over 80 different exercises. Using your body weight as resistance, it delivers cardio and strength training in every workout. Total Gym won't just change how you feel, it'll change your future. Total Gym is ready to ship. Get yours today. Go to TotalGymDirect.com for special offers.
After the safety, Bowling Green increases a 3-point lead to a 5-point lead. Action here on Black Friday. Ohio and Bowling Green, two schools separated by about 3 hours. It's one of the fun parts about this conference, the familiarity. Everybody knows everybody. Not coming from too far away.
Yeah, and on the recruiting trail in Ohio, you definitely know everybody, and you're trying to fight for those best players within the area.
Bird the kickoff for Ohio. This is Johnson on the return, backpedaling. Johnson, big block by the 30-yard line. There's a flag down, perhaps on that block by the 30, as Johnson jogs past the 40 to the 43, but likely this could be coming back.
43-yard line, flag on the play.
Tim O'Day just like pointing to the flag.
During the return, holding, return team number 24. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Diego Neri on the hold for Bowling Green.
Yeah, and these are the penalties that you can't have happen. They had to kick from their own 20-yard line. You're going to get good field position. Just don't hold. Don't reach out and grab. Allow the returner to do what he has to do on the ground. And if you miss your guy, turn around and block another guy.
Bowling Green, after the safety, get the football. Sequence the last couple of plays. We'll get to it after this. We're at Teron Keith next to Matt McDonald. First down run. Keith at the middle, gets about 3. Alex Wolf, Roman Perotti on the tackle. So Dante, it's a crazy sequence really the last couple minutes of this game. So Bowling Green had a 4th down and goal from the 1. Running up the middle, they don't get it. You could have kicked the field goal to go up 6. But what it did was put Ohio deep with the shadow of their own goalpost, and Ohio could not get out of the end zone. They commit the safety, which gives the 2-point safety, 5-point lead, and the football back. So in a way, it all worked out for Bowling Green as a flag is down, early movement on the Falcons. But it was so close to being disastrous.
Offense number 72, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
But that's part of the calculus that coaches use when they decide to go for it on 4th down in goal, is if you don't get it, you put the other team's offense up against it.
And a lot of times it's built on how your defensive line is playing. And you have to know, when you're backed up, a lot of times if you stop them back there and make them punt the ball, you'll be the next team statistically to score. So, it all worked out in their favor.
Christian Sims down the seam. A laser from Matt McDonald. And a chunk play for the Falcons.
And it looks like Sims is slow to get up. And this is just a seam ball, play action. Getting those underneath backers underneath sucked up and just throwing the ball right behind him. Christian Sims coming down with the catch, knowing that he's going to take the tackle. Hopefully he's okay. He was a little slow getting up there.
Jaron Hampton on the tackle. It was a 20-yard gain for Bowling Green. McDonald on 1st down, another seam dart thrown to Kavon Kroom. Ball out late, and it's ruled incomplete. Roman Perotti laid the hit on the big receiver, Kavon Kroom.
And it's obvious what Bowling Green's game plan was. It was to run the ball, a lot of play action, RPO game, and seam balls. And Kroom, who's very reliable, just took a hit right there, and the ball was dislodged by Jaron Hampton. coming over the middle, and I don't know, he didn't get 2 steps down. It looked like a fumble, so they're going to go with the incomplete pass.
Looked like it was close. Yeah, you're right. Incomplete pass. From the 46 on second down. Quick delivery for McDonald. Austin Osborne scampers out of bounds. Looks like he was close to a first down, depending on where they mark him out. Michael Taylor on the coverage, and they're going to say it's 3rd down and 1.
And that's a good job of motioning him in pre-snaps to create some room for the out route. McDonald and Osborne, they do look like they played together in high school, right? They have a great chemistry, and they're connecting right now, trying to finish off this football game.
It's closer to 3rd and 3, so they did not give him the tiptoeing down the sideline.
Again, this is where they like all of their crossing routes. They're expecting man coverage from Ohio's defense, and they have an unbalanced line here. So let's see. Empty backfield, like a timeout, they're going to call it.
Gazarick was the tight end to the right of that formation.
First time out, Bowling Green. They're first. It will be 30 seconds in length.
Bowling Green, a 5-point lead over Ohio, and a big 3rd down coming up. 11 minutes to play. Another close game between these teams, and now Ohio in close games this year. A lot of heartbreak. The difference between a season in which, you're 3-8 in the final week, and a season where you're bowl eligible is a couple of these going your way.
Yeah, and a lot of times when this happens to a team, things start to go wrong in the game, and they start to look around and they start to say, "Oh my God, not again." So Ohio, look, 6-5 close games, all within 3 points. It's a lack of focus. And if they can focus and get off the field here on 3rd down, probably hold them to a field goal attempt or make them even punt the ball, it'll be better off for Ohio's team.
3rd and 3. See the linebackers for Ohio pinching near the line of scrimmage. Cannon Blauser wants to come, so does Jack McCrory. 3rd down, they get rid of it, and that's Keith. Teron Keith with a first down. Alex Wolf brings him down by the ankles, but once again, McDonald facing a blitz, knowing what to do with it.
And that's poor awareness from Alex Wolf. They only need 3 yards. Why are you off at 6 or 7 yards? Teron Keith, pretty much a wide receiver in a running back's body. You don't want to give him that much room to catch and operate underneath. Poor job from Alex Wolf understanding the situation.
That puts McDonald over the 250 passing yard mark. He has been sharp, continues his excellent play the last 3 weeks. Keith gets through the initial surge and tiptoes to the 31-yard line. Rodney Matthews, Alex Wolf combine on the double-team tackle for Ohio. Big for Ohio here to hold Bowling Green to just a field goal attempt. Even if it goes through, Ohio would be within 1 possession.
It's huge, and you don't see Bowling Green tensing up, going, hey, let's run the clock out. They're still throwing the football down the field. They want to put more points on the board. They're thinking 6 here.
Second down and 5. McDonald patch and throws down the near side. It's incomplete.
It looks like he was going to Tyrone Borden on the outside there. 2 by 2. They're running all seams. And it looks like somebody got close and he took a shot, or he was going over the top to Borden, who had a step on the defender.
Rodney Matthews coming in. Landed in between a couple of receivers for Bowling Green, which brings up 3rd down. 5 to go. That was Mason Lawler, who's more of a kickoff specialist. Perhaps he would be a long field goal taker if it came to it from this distance. 6 for 15 on 3rd downs. This is 3rd and 5. McDonald, plenty of time. Looks down the field, elects to run, has the first down, slides by the 20. McDonald has had all the right answers in this second half.
And that's what I thought he should have done more here in the second half. You'll see it in the pocket. And give a shout out to the young offensive line. They gave him time there, man coverage, nobody underneath to spy the quarterback. McDonald has the ability to take off and pick up the first down with his feet, and he did it there and not take a hit. slid into the defense and didn't take the big hit.
You just saw the first down stats, time of possession reflecting that as well, as Bowling Green really controlling the ball. Handoff, sweeping the edge. Jamal Johnson clipped down, big tackle. Jaron Hampton, the free safety. Another Ohio product on this Bobcats roster.
Yeah, and that's what it takes. They call that shooting your arrow through snow. You see the ball carrier, you see both offensive linemen pulling around, but you locate that inside knee, inside hip, and you take a shot getting them on the ground.
That must be a Cleveland saying, because
no, that was a
shooting the
saying
arrow
all
through snow.
Yeah, through snow. Any defensive back on the outside, and you see that running back coming, when you shoot your arrow through snow, you're taking a shot, making him stop his feet or get the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Jamal Johnson in the flat is crushed. Jack McCrory came in like a missile to Johnson.
And that's a dream tackle right there for a linebacker or a safety. Floating over the top of your defender. As soon as he threw the ball, bang! I remember catching a running back from the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football, and they called a flag on him on that exact same action. That's just a dream for a defensive back or a linebacker.
Who was the running back?
What was his name? Big running back. No, it wasn't T.J. Duckett.
T.J. Duckett, Warren Dunn.
It was Steven Jackson.
Aha! Steven Jackson, one of the most accomplished running backs of his era. 3rd down run to Jamal Johnson. So you have Bowling Green on a 3rd and long. They don't want to take the risk through the air. Instead, they'll send their field goal unit on. And one of the more automatic kickers all season, Nate Needham, who did miss a kick in this game, his first miss on the year. He has connected, though, from 43. This is the direction where he did miss his kick earlier on and had some struggles warming up from 40. Snap good. Hold down by Naranjo. The kick is good. Nate Needham. He missed one. He's bounced back strong. The senior, Chesterton, Indiana, has completely changed his game from struggling all of last year to being one of the best in 2021.
On a joyous Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
By the power vested in me by the city of Fansville, I now pronounce you fan and wife.
Natalie drops back into the pocket. It's a 3-step drop. Trisha's wide open. Here comes the throw. Oh, Becky with the pick. Holy mackerel. When you take a look at it, see that full extension by Becky? Let's go back to the action. Oh! At this point, it's anyone's bouquet. Up next, the garter toss.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
An electric guitar that hits all the right notes. Extraordinary. A coffee tea alarm clock that wakes up your senses. Unreal. A QR code that lets you explore and revel in a curated selection of the world's most unique and unexpected tech, fashion, home, and adventure items. Wondrous. Open your phone's camera, scan the code, and discover all that awaits you at touchofmodern.com.
Nothing got more sweat on Scrooge's head than the workouts on his Peloton tread. Scrooge had never exercised more devout. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Coming up next, our gridiron coverage continues with a matchup between the UNLV Rebels and Air Force. John Sadak, Randy Cross on the call right here on CBS Sports Network. Mountain West. 3 teams in the Mountain Division with a chance. So Air Force needs a win and some help. Boise State's still alive. They have technically the head-to-head tiebreaker over Utah State. So if it's those two, Boise State would win it. Air Force has a tiebreaker over Boise State. 3-way tie goes to Utah State. It's a complicated thing, but they all have a chance to get it done. Let's see who's doing some of the dirty work in today's game. It's brought to you by Coyote, and the Bowling Green defense has been just impenetrable, especially in the second half.
Yeah, and they came to play. They made a lot of plays on the football, and they were getting after the quarterback. They are getting Armani Rogers in the end zone for the safety. This is a defense that gave up 32 points a game coming into the game, so to have 10, it's unbelievable.
Haven't been able to move the ball. Ohio has not been in plus territory the entire second half. Running out of time. Only one possession. Curtis Rourke. First play laser over the middle, and it's caught. Past the 30 to the 31. Miles Cross, a true freshman who the coaches say is really the future at the position. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. Good body for a target.
And what you want to do here for Ohio is continue to move the ball down the field. No penalties that's going to hurt you. And if you get an opportunity to take a shot over the top, you have to take it.
On 2nd and 4, Rourke launches down the corner. It is caught. Miles Cross on the deep corner route for the Bobcats. A big chunk play through the air and a first down for Ohio.
And right there, they caught Trent Sims with his feet stopped in the deep part of the field. That's just a 7 route, and it was thrown perfectly on the sideline. You can't stop your feet in the deep half of the field.
First time in Bowling Green territory in the half, but the first play gets nothing. Coming right through to make the tackle, Anthony Hawkins.
And Anthony Hawkins, they talked about him being the biggest guy on this defense. And you see it there. Nobody really blocked him. He read the blocking scheme perfectly and met the running back in the backfield for the TFL.
Big Anthony Hawkins right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, under 6 left in the 4th. Time going off the clock here. You wonder about possessions going forward. Down 8 points. From the 44, Rourke keeps and sneaks out of bounds ahead of the 40 to the 39. So Rourke using his wheels there. He's been much better with his arm on this drive than he was the entire half to this point.
Yeah, and he's been much better, but that there, the quarterback option is something that they continue to come back to. I don't know if Bowling Green's defense didn't expect him to keep the ball as much as he did today, but he's operating with efficiency on the outside and faking out those edge defenders, picking up the yards with his legs.
Feels like 4-down territory for a team that's only 1 for 9 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 4. Curtis Rourke against pressure. Has an open receiver over the middle. Cameron Odom, a first down for Ohio. Tiptoes to the 31. Needed it and got it. Ohio moves the chains.
It looks like the defense just lost track of where Odom was. They brought an internal zone blitz right where the linebackers left, and the defensive back looked like he was expecting somebody else to pick him up. Easy first down.
3 for 3 on this drive. Rourke wants more. Looking down the field over the head of Miles Cross and incomplete.
They had exactly what they wanted on that play. They had one-on-one isolation on the deep over route, and he missed them. It looks like Cross should have went a little more vertical up the field and expected the ball on the hash. He flattened off. Miscommunication between him and the quarterback, and that's why they had an incomplete ball.
Out of all the routes, a crossing route for Miles Cross, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's pretty clever. It's pretty clever.
He's good at running one route. 4:48 left. To keep an eye on that clock. Ohio might not have another possession after this one. 2nd and 10. Rourke against pressure, sidesteps around a sack, looking for a cross. It's over his head. Got a hand on it, but Jordan Anderson was right next to him. There is a flag down by the quarterback. Darren Anders was coming in on Rourke.
Holding offense. I'll read his lips for you.
So Christoph Atkinson looked like he did say 66.
Yeah, and Anders, he's coming downhill with a full head of steam. Ooh, and that's a dangerous type of hold. You never want to see a defender get pulled back like that. They have to call that call. They have to call that flag.
But it's a huge penalty for a team that's been struggling to move the ball. They move 10 yards back, and it's second down and 20. Rourke has to get a chunk through the air. Sideline route, low. Cameron Odom diving, but could not catch it. It's 3rd and 20.
And what Bowling Green's defense did there was rotate opposite. They did a good job of disguising Odom. Just a low throw, couldn't get his hands underneath it. This is a huge 3rd and 20 here. You want to try to pick up at least half of it to give yourself a chance on 4th down, because it's definitely 4-down territory.
So as a defense, are you letting them catch it underneath and get the yards?
Well, I don't think you ever want to let them do anything, but if you have to give up something, give it up underneath.
3rd and 20. Rourke escapes, wants to run. Runs into a wall of Bowling Green defenders. And Brock Horn, Darren Anders both there. Brings up 4th down, and I imagine you said it was 4-down territory. It got nearly half of it.
Yeah, but I was only thinking 4-down territory. If you get half, I wouldn't go for it right here. I would try to pooch punt it into the 10 or in between the 5. Let my defense play. We have 3 timeouts. Hopefully stop them, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
4th down and 12. Rourke with Tuggle next to him. Rourke over the middle. It's intercepted. Deshaun doesn't think that. Trent Sims with the pick for Bowling Green, and he's bumped out of bounds at the 30. Rourke throws the pick on 4th down, and Sims fired up, the coach's son. His dad, Sean, was a player at Bowling Green and a college football coach for a while. Big time pick for the Falcons.
And what you see here is cover 3, Trent playing the middle of the field, baiting the quarterback. Matt McDonald should have never thrown the ball there. And when you throw it in coverage, you pay for it.
With FanDuel free games, make every performance worthy of an encore. Make every sideline throw an absolute dime. Make every defensive stop the start of a winning streak. Make every picture worth 1,000 words worth $1,000,000. With free-to-play contests on FanDuel, you can make every week a chance to win $1 million. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Here's a direct question. How long are you planning on keeping your new smile? Yeah, so shouldn't it be guaranteed for life? Smile Direct Club has this really clever name for it. Lifetime Smile Guarantee. And their doctors straighten your teeth for 60% less than Invisalign. So, to review, doctor-directed, 60% less, Lifetime Smile Guarantee. Get a smile you love for life. Your life. Choose Smile. Choose Direct.
Smile Direct Club. Scrooge got strong in his legs and his core.
More Peloton.
And every day he discovered more. Scrooge is on a roll, you'd hear him shout. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
If you're someone who struggles with mobility, even a short walk won't seem like a short walk. But the sturdy and comfortable Hurricane provides the balance and support you need. It helps you walk on any surface and truly stands alone. Get the #1 selling cane in America with our worry-free 100% money-back guarantee, plus free shipping. Just go to hurricane.com today. Also available at Walmart.
Here comes that rainy day feeling again. And soon my tears, they will be falling like rain.
Let's revisit the keys to the game, brought to you by Acura. And Dante, one of the things that you brought up before the game was the balanced approach. Take a look at what Bowling Green has done to this point.
Yeah, 37 rushes, 37 pass attempts, and it's not necessarily about the yards. It's about keeping Ohio's defense off balance and not allowing them to tee off or key in on when this young offensive line is going to be in pass pro. 37-37, you can't get more balance than that. And another one is stop the quarterback running game. Without that Cordis Roque 45-yard run, they've eliminated the quarterback run game.
First down, game situation here as the handoff goes to Teron Keith. Ohio's defense, this is big for them. They still have all 3 timeouts. As we take a look at what Matt McDonald has done to this point, he's taking hits, but he's put the ball on the money.
Yeah, and he's known where to throw the football, throwing it into the soft spots of the zone. The 7 route to the sideline. Great route from Osborne. Red zone. It's hard to stop seam routes in the red zone when you have receivers that are willing to go up and take a hit and catch the football. Matt McDonald had an awesome game today.
Second half, he's looked smooth. The offensive coordinator, Terry Malone, has said that he's been the most improved player on the offense since the spring. And the numbers showcase it. But going back to game strategy here. So Ohio game's not done. I mean, you got 3 timeouts. You just threw the pick. And the ball set up in plus territory for Bowling Green. But you get a stop here. You cause a long field goal. Needham's been. If he were to miss it, you're still only down 1 score. So this one's far from done.
Yeah, it's far from done, but if you don't stop them here in the run game or cause a turnover, and you allow Nedney to kick another field goal, then the game is pretty much over, in my opinion.
First down could be difficult to overcome, too, for Ohio, and they recognize that by swarming Teron Keith. Bradley Weaver first there. Imagine another timeout for Ohio will set up a 3rd down.
I don't think under any circumstances you throw the ball here.
Timeout. Ohio, their second timeout.
So 3rd down and 8 coming up. If Ohio stops Bowling Green, it would be another field goal for Nate Needham. And Needham, coming into this game, 15 for 15, one of 2 perfect kickers. Well, perfection went away earlier on. Well, he made the short one. That was his first attempt, so 16 for 16. This was the one he missed from 42. So that one off, his first miss of the year. He's bounced back, knocking in a 43-yarder. And then another one here to make it an 8-point lead for Bowling Green. He's 3 for 4.
How you spell redemption? R-E-S-P-C-T. That's just what it means to me.
It's not quite the same spelling,
yeah,
Dante.
Well, yeah, not the same. But yeah, if he kicks it and wins this game, he'd get his redemption.
Keith to the outside. He needs the 18, and he should have the first down. He's close. He does get it. First down, Bowling Green. And Ohio with only 1 timeout left.
And that's the ability that Teron Keith has. You see it there. Put the move on the linebacker, getting to the outside. You just like to see him really stay in bounds right there, not go out of bounds once you get the first down. But the ability to get outside, escape, put a move on, it's just, it's invaluable.
We're still in the zone in the game, though, where the clock moves after it resets, even if you go out of bounds. So that's why the clock is still running. Might have been movement on Bowling Green as the flag comes out. Look like 75 as what I'm trying to test my lip reading skills.
Yes.
And Jordan Murphy's number 75 on the right side of the line, and that's what I think was.
Yeah, he did a good job. Great job, Chris, reading his lips. They've been having problems with the microphone all day. But this is where you want to be. For a Bowling Green team that's a young football team, young offensive line, you want to show that when the going gets tough, that you guys can regroup, focus together, and win a football game.
First and 15. Keith has been the closeout running back for Bowling Green. Finds Bradley Weaver after only a couple. Ohio has 1 timeout left. Use it here with 2:54 left. Again, certainly within Needham territory. So if you're Ohio, I imagine you're doing everything you can to try to get that ball out.
Yeah, you're going to your best run blitz defenses. You're telling the players strip the football every time they get opportunity. They're telling the first guy to get there and make sure that he makes the tackle. The second and third guy to come in and try to strip it away, because that's pretty much the only chance you have right now is to get a turnover.
Well, a win here for Bowling Green would give Coach Scott Loeffler his best season of the 3 as the head coach of the Falcons. You can see there, first win of Ohio since November 4th, 2015. This head-to-head series, Bowling Green leads, but Ohio has had the better of it the last 3 meetings. Deron Keith on second down, plows ahead. Just a little past the line of scrimmage. Roman Perotti, the tackle. 40 seconds will run off the clock, or at least close to it, with Ohio not having any timeouts left.
And that was exactly what Ohio's defense did right there. They lined up all guys across the board. They attacked every gap with the run blitz. And there, Teron Keith, he was just able to fall forward for some yards. If you're the defense, you don't want him to fall forward. You want to keep him up as long as possible. Try to strip that ball out.
Ohio's only forced 8 turnovers all season. It's the second fewest in the nation. So can they force one on third down and prevent a field goal attempt?
Run blitz.
McDonald will just center the ball, give his kicker a better chance. It's the 80th play on offense for Bowling Green. They have just absolutely dominated the possession game. Over 20 first downs. 21 of them. Season high is 22, so just all the indicators of controlling the game favor Bowling Green, and absolutely will be in control if Nate Needham can knock through a field goal to make this a 2-possession lead.
And talking to Scott Loeffler, this is where he wanted to be as a football team. End of the game, a lot of freshmen, where you have 71 underclassmen, 17 freshmen on the depth chart. With this win desperately, they understand where they are in projection, where they're supposed to be next year, developing their players, getting them physically stronger, getting them in the weight room, going into winter conditioning and spring ball with the momentum of this win under their belt, and they're a minute and 23 seconds from accomplishing that feat.
Well, the key is to take advantage of the local talent in Ohio. Scott Loeffler talked about the 4-hour radius, having a lot of the incoming freshmen in his first couple of recruiting cycles. He'll try to hit the transfer portal a little bit more going forward. But you mentioned only 4 players on this team don't have eligibility for next year. Nate Needham being one of the 4 who is getting ready to kick a field goal that could seal the game. From 39. Matching his jersey number. Ohio desperately needs this one to go off. Needham, field goal, gets it over the rush, and right through perfection. What a season for Nate Needham. Even after he missed the kick for the first time this season earlier today, he comes through when his team needs him the most. And Bowling Green, who's lost 6 of their last 7, is a minute 19 away from the win column.
And that's the way to knock it through. Game on the line, putting the game away, and check out the celebration. Yeah, check out the celebration. Face cold, nose red, but it doesn't matter because he just won a football game for his team. Bowling Green is going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, he's one of the players, only one of 4 on the team, where this is his last game. And Needham taking it in. And it was only 62% field goals entering the year. He becomes one of the best kickers in the country. It was funny talking to Scott Loeffler, saying how he almost killed somebody on an extra point 2 years ago. He missed so wildly. One of the worst kickers he's ever seen in practice last year. And all of a sudden he comes into this game 15 for 15. He missed 1, but he's 4 for 5 in this game. So it's 19 for 20 on the season kicking field goals. What a season for Nate Needham. And now Bowling Green, a minute 19 away from finishing the year 4-8. That's Ligashevsky, Bob Ligashevsky, the special teams coach, who has really changed the game. And Scott Leffler was talking about how Ligashevsky got to need him, made him change his practice habits, change his mentality, and it's made all the difference. Ligashevsky's been all over the place in the NFL, multiple teams. He's now coaching here at Bowling Green and making a difference.
And every team that he's worked with and every kicker that he's worked with, he's had a major impact on their improvement.
Minute 19. Desperation time for the Bobcats. Ryan Lorman, our first time calling his name after a catch in this game. The fifth year from Athens, Ohio, and a local product from, basically grew up as a member of the Bobcats. His twin brother Adam on the team. They're very familiar with Tim Albin, grew up going to his house, playing on the trampoline, just constantly playing outside, and Ryan Lorman makes another catch here as he's finishing up his Ohio career.
Yeah, and Tim Albin, he talks about wanting these guys to take this difficult season and use it moving forward in life.
Rourke, again, Lorman. Yeah, it took us a while to get to Ryan Lorman, but 3 straight catches, and at a certain point, you get close enough. You kick the field goal and make it an 8-point game and give yourself a Hail Mary chance.
Yeah, that's a great, thinking. But, I think that they're going to try to go for 6, or maybe they will take your advice, Chris.
Well, you
but
need
right
to
now,
get out of
Bowling Green's
bounds.
defense is still swarming around, not allowing them to get out of bounds.
Yeah, Tuggle the catch, Anders the tackle, and second down and 1. Imagine, a strategy here could be spike the ball, get your field goal unit on, kick the field goal, try for the onside kick. They're not going to do it.
My strategy is throw it to the end zone.
Difference of approach as Lorman has the first down. It's just good to see Ryan Lorman. He's 6'4", 250. He's been a part of the program since 2015. He was Joe Burrow's favorite target as a youth player. Always had the ball in his hands growing up. He's getting some catches at the end. He's done a lot for the program. 7 seconds left. Rourke, 4-player rush. Rourke steps into this one.
Pick.
Intercepted. Deshaun Jones Jr., second pick of the game. And that's how Bowling Green ends the game and ends their season. Feeling good. Smiles through the cold. The hoodie and all. 21-10. Bowling Green finishes the year with a win against Ohio.
And that's ideal. That's how you want to end the game as a defense. Deshaun Jones Jr., look like he's running the route, catching it, both feet in bounds. That's an NFL catch. Deshaun Jones Jr., he ended the season the way that Bowling Green wants to, with momentum, riding off into the offseason.
Win 550 as a program for the Falcons. Bowling Green. They avoid the 7-loss conference season, which would have been their worst conference season since 2010. Scott Leffler, 4 wins, 8 losses this year. It's actually his best season at Bowling Green. He had a tough time taking over a team that was very young, and he's made them an even younger team, but going forward, they're set up. Mentioned Matt McDonald. He's a senior, but he's slated to come back next season. Newport Beach, California product. And he looked really good in this game, especially in the second half.
He looked very good in this game. Throwing the football, maneuvering around. Great leader. Took a pounding, but kept getting up. That's what you like to see from your quarterback.
Bowling Green 21, Ohio 10 from Bowling Green, Ohio. We'll be back with more from Deutsch Perry Stadium.